Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card is going to be on what blessings are headed your way, specifically bigger blessings. So I would give it a go that it's going to be like the next season's blessings. So if you're watching this in the summer when I'm filming, that's going to be what blessings are coming in the fall time. If you're watching this in winter, what blessings in the spring, yada yada. We have four piles today. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If any of those resonate, feel free to go to the description box. It has all of the timestamps down below. I just want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video. I make new videos every week, and yeah, feel free to subscribe if you vibe with my energy. If you don't vibe with this message but you're vibing with my energy, I make new videos every week, so feel free to check out the other ones on my page. And with that, let's just get into your reading. Again, this is what blessings are coming your way. So pile number 1, if you picked the, I'm gonna say Philo, and I know that's a type of dough. I don't think that's what it's called. Or like the harmony card. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. This is your pile. Sorry, I don't know what it is about plants, but it's just one of those things where like they sound so pretty, right? Like my name for my business is Poaceae, and a lot of people have trouble with that too, right? And that's a plant. So like I get it, but it's just like, oh man, not something you really want to do. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I can't know everything, and I don't, yeah, if you know how to pronounce that, please let me know. We also have tuberose here. Dangerous pleasure. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. This really feels to me, pile number 1, like right off the bat, that you are kind of realizing that like you need to get out of your shell and live a little is what I'm hearing, is live a little. Like I think you're finally like going out and doing things maybe you've only talked about with people. Maybe you're actually hanging out with people. Maybe you're not a big people person, or they like are a lot of energy for you or something. But it just feels like pile number 1, like you're kind of in the mindset of it's time to be social. Maybe you have like birthdays in the fall, or whenever you're watching this in like the next season, or something like that. Like I just feel like you're out doing something this like time, and it's going to be very beneficial for you, and it's gonna kind of balance you out a little bit. It feels like, you know, maybe you've been doing a lot of internalizing work, and now you're like finally going out and doing stuff. It just feels like that. Like you're leaving your house more. You're maybe putting a little bit more like effort into your clothes before you go out or something. I don't know. It's something more like that, where you're just kind of like, you're feeling yourself. Pile number 1, you're feeling yourself. Camellia, destiny. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. Yeah, I just feel like it's time, you know, pile number 1, it's time. It's time to live your life. It's time to go do the thing that you said you wanted to do like 2 months ago, 2 years ago. And it's time to just kind of get up and do it, right? Get some information about like what's this all about. I mean, it honestly just feels like pile number 1, like you're just kind of starting to live your life. But I am curious as to like what happened, like what's going on, why are we doing this? Oh, like it seems like you guys are feeling just more comfortable. This could be like maybe now you have the money to do it. Like maybe you're deciding to like go travel or get a tattoo or like go party because you have the money to do it right now. I feel like you are really like maybe you got a new job or something. That could also just be it, is like getting a new job, new just more money coming into your life. So you're just kind of like, yeah, I can do this thing. I can do this. And you have more like you're more comfortable in yourself to do the things too. So it's like you've done the work internally on yourself to go do things that maybe you would be nervous about prior, and now you also have the funds. So it's like you're kind of you're balancing out, you know, you're much more harmonious now. And pile number 1, it feels kind of like, I don't know if you've ever been like this, but I feel like you're the pile that would be like this if you were. But like when I was younger, I never wanted to do anything alone. I never wanted to like go to a concert by myself, you know, go to a new park by myself, do anything really different, just myself. And it was because I was so like nervous. I wasn't really nervous that like something bad would happen. I was just like, I just wanted somebody there with me. And I feel like you've kind of come to And I finally went to a concert by myself for my birthday a couple years ago because I was like, screw this, I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to live my life and I want to have fun. And if nobody wants to go with me, then I'm going to go by myself, you know? And it was wonderful. It was such a great opportunity, and it also like gave me so much like confidence in myself. It made me feel so assured and happy with myself and with my choices. And I feel like that's the energy here, right? Like that's the energy of you being like, you know, just because nobody's gonna go on a trip to Greece with me, I'm gonna pay the like price for it. Or like, no, like nobody wants to, like, I want to get a tattoo and people keep telling me like no. Or actually I feel like you're being like very supported, pile number one. I feel like it's very much like people are happy for you to get out and to do whatever it is that you're doing. And it's just like, it's just energy of like, oh goodness, of you know what you want and you're going to let yourself have it. And I feel like that's something you didn't let yourself have in the past. Oh my goodness. Oh. Five of Shells, hope and readjustment. Yeah, I feel very hopeful, very like aha moments for you. Like, I don't know, maybe somebody said something to you recently and it just kind of clicked in your head, or it's gonna click in your head very soon, that like you can do that. Like, you're an adult, you have adult money kind of vibes, and you're just like, oh wait, I do have adult money, I can do this thing that I want to do, I can go and like explore the, like, I keep saying travel because I feel like for a lot of you it is like you moving and doing something else. But it doesn't have to be like actually like traveling the world or something. It just feels like you're getting out of your element, your home, maybe even your city, and just kind of like day trips, or it could be like months. I don't know. It just feels, pile number one, very much of like, oh, I can do that. I can like go to the Grand Canyon. You know, I can like do a day trip. There's this person I follow on Instagram and I don't remember their handle, but he's like, he like goes to different parts of the world for a day, and like that's his thing, is that he'll just be like, yeah, I don't have any like PTO, but I have 2 days every weekend, you know, so I could take one of those days to go to Asia or Europe, or you know, like that, like an island. And he does that because he can. And I feel like that's kind of the energy here of like, I can do it and I want to do it, so why am I not doing it? And then you actually like getting the nerve to do the thing, right? I feel like you have a really good foundation in your life now. Again, I feel like maybe you have like a better job, or you moved somewhere that just feels safer to you, or you're able to do these things, or maybe like you finally moved out of like your parents' place, right? And so now you're able to like feel like you can be more like yourself maybe, and so now you're going to like the kinds of events that you want to go to, or you have the friends that you felt like you couldn't have there, or maybe you moved out like a small town and now you're in a bigger area, so now you have like newer things to do. Like, I remember all of the stories, pile number one. I had a friend for a while that moved out of a small town and he moved to Minneapolis, so like that's a huge city, right? And he called me up and it was like midnight or something, and he was like, Jacqueline, it's so cool here, I'm still just walking around the city because it's so big. And I was like, yep, that's how cities work. And he was so proud, he was so excited, and it was great. It was really good for him. And that's just the energy, pile number one. It's just like you going out and seeing the world and feeling safe to do that and feeling very open to it. Yeah, it's gonna bring you so much joy. And like, I feel like if you aren't doing it with other people, you're gonna meet friends there. You're gonna meet friends along the way. And if you are doing this with other people, I love that for you too, pile number one. It just feels so much of like, oh, I can do this. I don't know. It's like this big aha moment of like, I'm allowed to do what I want, you know? Like, yeah, I've said enough examples for you, pile number one. I feel like you kind of get the message. Like, but it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, yeah, I can do this. I can like go out of my way to, it really feels like travel. It just feels like whatever interests you're having that you didn't feel like you could do by yourself, you're able to do it by yourself, or with, you're finding friends to do it with. Yeah, like with the, it actually feels like when I read the common tortoise, I read it as like having common like uh interests, you know? Like having multiple people like to do stuff with. And I don't actually think that's what this card is supposed to mean, but we're gonna take it as that because that's the energy that I felt when I was reading the card. Is that it just feels like pile number one, like you're finding people that have things in common with you, and you know, you've built this town, like this like world of yours brick by brick, and I feel like it just is so stable and so comfortable now that you're ready to do things differently, to go out and explore the world, and go out and, you know, taste life. And I just, it's really lovely. It's a really lovely energy. Sync with the cycles. Yeah, it's like, you know, you've done your hibernation, you've done your rest, and now it's time to go out and have some fun. I love that pile number one. That's awesome. I think I'm just gonna pull some advice cards for you guys. But that's what's going on, pile number one. I feel like this was a really like quick, to the point message today. But like, you absolutely deserve to do what you want to do. I'm using a love deck. It doesn't have to be about love. Don't freak out if you're not interested in that, or if you have a partner or anything. This is just me using a deck for messages. But it definitely, to me, it feels like you deserve to go do what you want to do. You deserve to have fun and to do the things that you've been talking about for months to years. You deserve to go do those now. You're able to do those. You should do those. You know, like, don't let people talk you out of it. Don't let yourself talk you out of it. You know, like, you deserve this. You've worked really hard for this. And if you want to go to the beach for like the weekend or whatever, you should do that. Or if you want to go to a concert, or you want to, I don't know, it really feels like pile number one, like travel to do a hobby, or just to going somewhere for a hobby. And I feel like you're gonna really find people that relate to you when you go do these things, you know? Like, if it's because like you have to go to a concert by yourself because nobody around you wants to go to that concert, you're gonna make friends at that concert, pile number one. Like, you're so lovable, and you're doing the things that you genuinely like is gonna attract more people that also like doing those things, and you're gonna meet some really amazing people. That example from Greece that I was talking about, I did that. I went to Greece by myself and I made some really lovely friends, went to one of their weddings. You know, I still talk to a couple of them, you know, every couple of weeks. Like, it's just a whole thing, you know? Like, you really can find some lovely, lovely people by just doing what feels right to you and finding, and it's a really nice feeling. We also have, okay, so your love is ascending to a higher level and the romance of a lifetime. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like, you know, those people that go on like dates with themselves. That's what this is getting at. Like, that's the energy here, is like you're falling in love with your life and with yourself, and you're treating it so like seriously, but like in the best, most positive way. And it's one of those things where it's just like pile number one, when you go and you do this, when you start going out and realizing what's happening here, um is up to you to, you know, decide, and that you're able to change, you're able to do what you want to do. Like, it's going to be so eye-opening to you. You're going to start meeting people that are so much better for your growth, for yourself. You're going to meet the people that are going to be friends with you for like 10, 15, 40 plus years, right? If you are looking for like a love interest, I feel like you will find people that, you know, will be much more aligned with you and care more about what you care about, because you're going to places that actually resonate with you. And it's just really exciting. You know, you've been in rest mode for a very long time, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with having to do that. You know, there's definitely cycles to be had with it. But now that you're out of that rest mode and you're ready to start moving forward and doing things, like, you are going to be going, and it's going to be in the best possible way, with just so much abundance and happiness coming for you. And I just really love it for you, pile number one. This is a very, oh, I'm so glad. This is a great start to this reading for me. But pile number one, that is your message. You are going on dates with yourself, loving yourself, finding like your soul tribe, and it's just really beautiful, and I'm really happy for you. But that is your message. If you like this video, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Feel free to comment down below, you know, what it is that you're really looking forward to doing in the next, you know, couple of weeks, couple of months. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you pick the apple blossoms, choices, knowledge, and illumination. White are the flowers of the apple tree that brings us fruits of fertility. This is your message. It's really interesting because it feels very much like you have an idea and you're about to go for it. You're about to run for it. And I feel like, and not even that, but it's something you've been already working towards probably throughout this whole season that we're in. So summer when I'm filming, but whatever when you're whenever you're watching this, whatever you've been working on, I feel like it's finally going to start blooming. It's finally going to start bearing fruit. We have tulip, friendship, and gratitude. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card here, but pile number 2, it kind of feels like maybe a relationship blooming or yeah, a relationship blooming. And this could be friendship or love, but it is just very much like you have been maybe talking to somebody recently, again, romantic, platonic, or okay, and tuberose, dangerous pleasure. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. I am kind of getting more like romance vibes here, pile number 2. I feel like maybe y'all have been like talking to somebody and like you're kind of just, it's moving to the next level. I feel like, you know, somebody's gonna ask somebody out or somebody's gonna like accidentally like brush somebody's hand and it's gonna be like Pride and Prejudice. Ooh, I'm getting like really like romantic vibes here, like very like drawn out. What is the like slow burn vibes? I don't know, like it feels so much pile number 2 kind of like a spark, but like nothing crazy, like a very subtle like, oh, like I don't know, like it feels so like very much like, oh, they're cute, oh, like, you know, like it feels new and it feels like exciting and like butterflies, but also it doesn't feel very like locked in, right? It doesn't feel locked in. So maybe you're actually meeting somebody in the next few weeks here, or like you could be talking to somebody from your past, or it feels very much like there's some kind of love connection where there's like something going on, but like we don't really know how deep it is at this point in time, it feels like. But just interesting. I'm gonna get more information here, pile number 2. Okay, yeah, so we have King of Crystals, Courage and Commitment. Oh, and Ace of Feathers, Mental Clarity and Foundation. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know, like either having like a talk with somebody you're already kind of talking with and like taking things to a new level, like, hey man, like why haven't we been on a date yet? Oh yeah, let's go on a date. Like, you know, like something like that where like you guys kind of just figure out where both of you are and what you want out of this connection. It could also be, and I feel like it's very lighthearted, very like, again, like bubbly. It almost feels like, you know, you're like first love energy, or like, you know, like school, like, you know how people like will sing about like how like they feel like a schoolgirl again even though they're like, you know, in their 30s or whatever. It's like that kind of energy where like there's nerves and there's butterflies and you're feeling some type of way and you giggle when you talk about them, and oh, this is very cute. This is very cute energy, and I see you guys actually kind of figuring out if you want to take this to the next level or not, you know, like what's going to happen. And that's really lovely. That's really amazing, because nobody wants to have it all dragged out forever, you know, like that's no fun for anybody. But definitely with this King of Crystals energy, this is commitment. This is somebody that maybe they're slower to like actually get to date people, but when they do, like they lock it in, right? Like I feel like maybe they're an earth sign too, an earth or an air sign with the feathers. It just feels to me like pile number 2, like somebody that's just very, yeah, 8 of Acorns energy and results. It's somebody that, you know, it takes some time, but once they are there, once they are talking to somebody about things, like it works. It just, for some reason, it meshes well. We have a lot of passion here with the 8 of Acorns, and I feel like even that could be you, that just being like, all right, buddy, we need to talk about this, because again, I feel like they're a little slower to do, like make moves. But I do feel like they do like you. This is a very mutual, like, pining energy. Yeah, Yeah, King of Shells. This is like mutual pining, mutual interest, mutual like romantic sparks are flying. This is a good person too. Like, I don't think there's no red flags here. Them being a little slower to me is a positive thing. I know it can be frustrating though, but I don't think you're frustrated yet. Again, I feel like this is very like new, testing the waters energy. Eight of Crystals, dedication and progress. Yeah, they're a very dedicated person, and I just see them dedicating more and more of their time to you, and it working out very like favorably for both of you. And I think, you know, both of you really are trying to, it's very slow and steady wins the race. Pile number 2, like, I think this person is gonna still take it really slow. Like, if you guys have that conversation of like, hey, like, you know, we've been flirting for a while, or we've been talking online for a while or whatever, let's go like have a real date. I think that both of you are on the same page of like, yes, let's absolutely have a real date. Like, there's like mutual pining, mutual like attraction, mutual like energy flow from both of you. But like, I still feel like after you guys start dating, it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow and steady wins the race. Maybe their Venus is in like Capricorn or Aquarius, or like the Saturn signs, also just earth signs in general, because I feel like they're very lovey people, but they're very like slow to let people in and slow to want to move forward in relationships. I'm a Venus and Capricorn myself, so you tend to think I hate you until I like confess I'm in love with someone. Like, and that's not because I don't mean to like be lovey, but that's just not how I'm like made. And I kind of feel like that's maybe their vibe too, is, or maybe they have like an earth sign like Mercury or something, but it feels like they're not very like, they're good at talking about their feelings, they have feelings, and they like you, but it's just one of those things where the way that they communicate is a little bit like, not the way they communicate, well, maybe that could be a message for some of you, but like the way that they interact with the world is, I think, a little slower for you. I don't think you're quite like there. Again, I feel like honestly the only card that feels like it was related to you, aside from the mutual pining like romantic energy, is the eel. And eels are so like quick and fiery, and like, I just think about like the story of the Morrigan, which don't look that up, that's fine, you don't need to know about that, it's a little different than I think the vibes here, but like, that was all about romance and like lust and caring about somebody, and like that's the energy of the story that I'm picking up on, and it feels more like that. Like, that's really where you're coming from. You're like, oh, I want this person, I like this person, and I'm looking forward to getting to know them more, and so we need to get to know each other more. And then this person's like, I really like this person, but if I even touch them, like, even if like I just graze my hand against them, like, they might like treat you very delicately. And I think it's because they're very much like kind of old-fashioned, and not necessarily like in the way of like a man needs to be the one to like make all the money or whatever, but in like the way of like wanting to treat somebody really well in a relationship, which I wish more people did, honestly. And it's like more like don't want to like make you uncomfortable. They want to make it so like both of you are like on the same page, and like, I don't know, just very like gentlemanly behavior. Even if this is a woman, if you're interested in women or other women, or you're a man interested in a man, like whatever you're interested in, like put that onto this. But I am kind of getting more like, most of the people that watch my videos are women, to my knowledge. Let me know if you're one of the guys watching this in the comments, please, because I would love to know. But like, so I'm going from that perspective, but it does feel kind of like very like suave and like gentlemanly, and just kind of respectful, just very respectful. Yeah, the Hanged Man here, patience and perspective. I just think that they're slow moving. They like to see things from different perspectives, and it's just going to take them some time, because they're gonna want to like, they're like the person that dates for marriage. Like, they do not date for fun. And so like, this is very wholesome, and maybe you're also like that. Like, it just feels very like you guys are on very similar pages, and it's just, as soon as you guys talk, and again, that was like the first cards, right, where you guys chatting about this, so I don't think this is gonna like be something that's like drawn out and like awkward or anything. I feel like it's really just gonna be slow and steady wins the race. Like, you guys just if you haven't met this person already, you meet them pretty quickly, I feel like, and the energy like starts maybe like even as friends, just friendly, and it gets to like a very like a point where you guys are like, okay, can we like kiss now, or like hold hands or whatever, like, you know, like share an umbrella with me, like something out of an anime or K-drama or something. Like it feels very like wholesome and cute and kind of young, and I don't know, it's just very beautiful and very like, I have a big grin on my face, stupid ass grin, because it's just so like adorable. I don't know, that's definitely the word, I think, is adorable. Pile number 2. Deal with the dirt. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna get one more. I really feel like this is more of like, they want to see every side of you before they really like commit. Very earth sign of them. And you know, you might also it might be good for you to also kind of see their red flags, because again, I'm not getting any right now. But it's a good idea to understand all of them as much as possible, and it kind of feels a little bit risque as well with the oysters. Like, for some reason I'm getting like, you know, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of chemistry, and so like this person is gonna aside from like the like cute little butterflies that we have, you know, there's also gonna be like, they want to smooch, you know, and they also want to know your deepest, darkest secrets. Maybe they've got Scorpio placements or something. I don't know. Like, it feels very much pile number 2. Like, this person is just like, yeah, for your inner fire. Like, they want to, you know, so YouTube is an interesting one because I haven't been posting here very, like, frequently until recently. But I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. But, like, they're just really interested in you internally, and I mean that, and like, they want to know you as a person. They want to like oh my god, they very much are attracted to you physically, and they also are very attracted to you, like, your mind. So like, they want to get to know you inside and out, and take that in every single way, all of the context there, pile number 2. Oh, okay, wow. Yeah, I love that. So there's like a lot of passion, a lot of interest. They definitely want to get a lot of Scorpio energy, a lot of like Martian energy. Honestly, find your element. Yeah, and like with the sea turtle, I'm getting more of like, they definitely, like I said, they're very loyal, and so it's like they want to make sure that you guys are like completely on the same level before they like choose to settle with you. So like, the dating process is gonna be slower with them for sure. They don't have bad like intentions or anything like that. They just are gonna be slower because when they settle down, like, that's it. You're locked in. Y'all are getting married. like, that's just the kind of person they are. And so like, just be very mindful of that. Like, you know, if you decide like, I'm not really into this or whatever, and I don't see that happening, but if you do, you know, just know that like, the reason they're doing all of this is because they're looking to settle for life, you know, and they can't really do that if you're like, I don't know, if you're not right. I guess they're just really picky with partners because they're so loyal. And you might also be the same way. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of like reflecting going on. A lot of this energy is very similar for both parties. I think that you might even be the one that's like super passionate or something. I don't know. It feels very much like you kind of wear your heart more on your sleeve compared to this person, but you guys both share the same amount of intensity for each other, if that makes sense. Release your ex, as time has come to clear your energy. Interesting. So this is just some advice for you guys. It is safe for you to love. Oh, okay. And so this is advice for you. So I feel like part of it maybe going so much slower is because you've been hurt in the past and you don't really trust that they are going to be good for you, which is totally fine. Pile number 2, I get it. I've been there. But it definitely feels to me like your guides are really just asking you to give them a chance. Like, maybe this person has similar like interests, maybe, or like, I think there's probably something about them that you're like, oh, I really like this person, but like, they really enjoy, like, I don't know, Thai food, and my ex really like Thai food. I don't know, it feels like, you know, something about them is going to kind of trigger you. It could be something as simple as they just want to hold your hand and your ex did that, and you know, like, it doesn't have to be anything serious or whatever. But like, it's one of those things where, you know, it's okay to need to go slow for your own safety, for your own mental clarity. Like, you know, I guess maybe this could have been your energy the whole time, and then we could just switch it, right? Where this person is like really passionate and fiery and really into you, and you have to make them slow down, and they're totally fine with that either way. Like, again, very mutual energy here, pile number two. But it definitely, to me, just feels like your guides are wanting you to kind of like take your time with this person, and kind of work on yourself, heal yourself a little bit, healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Again, I feel like maybe there's just been a lot of relationships in your past that's like really kind of hurt you in other relationships, and so it's just, you know, take your time. If you don't want to get married and you're like this whole reading, you're like, oh my gosh, Jacqueline keeps talking about marriage, I can't handle that, you know, like commitment issues or something, you know, or I don't want to be like my parents or whatever. You know, that happens. A lot of people, you know, are like that. We all kind of have our stuff. You know, take some time, right? Like, if this person isn't in your life right now, like, perfect, that gives you more time to kind of like deal with your stuff. And if they are in your life right now, like, again, don't worry about it, because you're meant to move a little slow anyways. So take your time, you know, be honest with them, communicate up front with them. They're going to communicate up front with you, and like, understand that it's not unrequited love. Like, I understand that that's happened to you in the past, and you've had like situations where you feel like, you know, maybe you're not good enough, or they're not good enough, or, you know, whatever it is. Like, we all have our insecurities, especially when we have so much trauma from our past. Like, I feel like your exes probably told you some lies about yourself that you believe, and like, that's just not the case, right? Like, a lot of the times when people say those kinds of things, it's because they know that we're out of their league, and that's why they do it, because they want to keep us there, right? So if they said anything mean to you, like your exes did, that's because they wanted to keep you at their level, and so they had to belittle you and make you feel like dirt, because they are dirt, you know? So like, that's kind of funny, we were talking about dealing with the dirt. So this could also be referring to needing to deal with your ex, like deal with all of that baggage that happened, and, you know, you can't like magically fix it, right? But I feel like that's part of the reason we have people in our lives to help us with that, right? To help with all of those. Oh, everything fell out. Okay, we're not going to do that, but we just, you know, we have to have time for that, you know. Pile number two, you have to kind of give yourself some grace here. Oh my god, everything keeps falling out. Maybe that's it. Maybe we should just stop. Maybe I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop doing that. But pile number two, that is your message, really, is that, you know, take some time for you right now. Kind of figure out what it is that you are really wanting to get out of a relationship, you know, and maybe unlearn some of the lies that you've been told about yourself. And yeah, somebody, if they're not already in your life, like there's someone's coming in, they want to wife you up or husband you up or whatever, and it's really positive. So, you know, take it slow and just let yourself heal, okay? They're not going to be mad about that. Anybody that's worth your time is not going to be mad that you need time to take care of yourself and that you want to better yourself, okay? And they're not going to tell you to better yourself. They're just going to support you in whatever it is you want to do. Okay, pile number two, there is a difference there. But this seems like a really lovely person coming into your life in the next couple of weeks to a couple of months. So, like, definitely, you know, take your time, rest up, but understand that you are loved, you're lovable, and you deserve this. You deserve to have happiness, and this is something that's been a long time coming, somebody that's actually good for you and going to help you and support you. So, you know, take your time, take a few breaths, you know, be honest with this person if they're already in your life. If they start asking things and you're not ready or whatever, just let them know. Be very open with them, and it's gonna work out fine. You are absolutely loved. There is no unrequited love here, okay? That is just some lies that either your family or your exes have told you. So don't listen to them, listen to yourself, and understand that this person really likes you, so they're there to support you, okay, pile number two. But that is your message. If it resonated, please like this video. Please comment down below that this was your pile, or something cute like I am loved or whatever. I think that would be really nice, some kind of affirmation. If you like this, please feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you got the Gladiola card, that is strength of character and moral integrity. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Oh my goodness, you have been through it, haven't you, pile number 3? You have been through it. Well, let's see what's coming. I feel like you need it. I feel like you need some good in your life, it feels like. It definitely has, like, some pretty intense energy, the Gladiola. I remember the first time I pulled it, I started crying because it was exactly what I needed to hear at the moment. Peony, prosperity and compassion. Prosperity depends more on wanting what you have than having what you want. Ooh, okay. And then daffodil, rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Okay, all right, pile number 3. So I'm sorry right away. It feels like, well, I'm not sorry, but I am sorry because, oh goodness. As a Scorpio, I'm very used to like death moments in life, and those are basically, if you're new to any of this, those are basically moments in your life where you get rid of the old and become pretty uncomfortable because now you're in like this new energy, and it's very rocky and there's really no foundation because you have to build a new foundation, and it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of effort, and you're normally doing it internally, but sometimes it can be external things like moving to like a new state or country, or going to a new school or something. Like those kinds of things can be like really jarring for people, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. It's like you've come to a close. Your chapter in life has come to a close. Maybe you now have, as the crows are cawing at my window, maybe you have like you've just like lost a few friends or a partnership or a job, or like I really am getting pile number 3 energy of just like loss and of having to work really freaking hard to get back what it is you lost. And not necessarily like, again, if it's like a partner or something, not trying to get the partner back, but trying to like get parts of yourself back from that, and also to like have some joy and love in your life. I feel like, you know, it's because of all this upheaval, all of this like energy has just been really hard to like move in. It feels like what I'm getting pile number 3, this is kind of rough. Oh my goodness. Mercury is no longer retrograde, so this is just on me at this point, dang. But like it feels very much of like you're trying to get a foundation right now. You're trying to stay positive. You're trying to like keep a good head on your shoulders, and just move forward right now after like this big change has happened in your life. This death moment has happened, and the energy just feels new. Like there's so many possibilities for you, which is a blessing, as stressful as it can be. But like right now you're just kind of healing, and you're just kind of keeping your peace, and it feels like just very much trying to adapt. A lot of adaptability, a lot of change, a lot of 2 of Shells union and harmony, of just like working towards everything that you want. Like we're getting harmony multiple times in this pile, right? So like you guys are really working towards like finding your peace, finding like a safe space, it kind of feels. And that could also be like with the 2 of Shells. Oh my goodness, not taking those. If you like with the 2 of Shells, this could be like a friendship or a partnership kind of coming in as well, or maybe just kind of reminding you of the people that still love you and are still there for you right now. Because it just feels kind of like seeing what you have. You're assessing what is still in your life that you want in your life right now. Like this feels like if you're not already this is kind of rough to explain. I'm so sorry. Like pile number 3, it really just kind of feels like, you know, taking time to assess where your life is right now, how you want it to change, and what's going to bring you this peace, this happiness that you are looking for. And that's kind of where you're at right now. Which, yeah, I guess it is a blessing that you have time to do this, but like, this isn't, I don't think most people would consider this a blessing, guys. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Like, it is a blessing, but it's like one of those blessings that you don't feel like is one until like years down the line. I'm sorry, pile number 3. I was 5 of feathers. We have strategy and resilience. I really just feel like right now you're kind of going through a big transformation in yourself. You're no longer the same person you were maybe a couple weeks ago, and you have friends that have changed, you have maybe a work that's changed, I feel like so much big core things have changed about you, like something really rocked your world, and now you're kind of just picking up the pieces and trying to figure out what's salvageable and what's not, and like moving forward in that energy. 9 of acorns, power and perseverance. We keep getting cards about trying to find harmony and peace and being strong enough to make it through the struggle. And so it's like, I guess a blessing is that you are able to make it through the struggle, and I feel like you aren't alone during this time. You have people around you to help support you, thank goodness. And it feels very much like, the blessing is, it's not as bad as it could have been. It's kind of how it feels. Perception and truth. You're seeing things clearly, which is a really good thing. You're definitely you're on the right path, and I feel like, maybe you're from my TikTok, because I'm doing collective messages over there, and I think I'm gonna start posting them here too. But like, what's been talked about a lot is like having this big like tower or death moment, this like big impactful thing that happened to you, whether in your control or not, that kind of gives you clarity and gives you the push to move forward and do the things that you really have been needing to do and haven't. And I feel like that's kind of the energy of this pile too, is like, you had that moment of clarity, and now you're running with it, right? You know what you need to do, or you have a good inkling and you're just going for it. Like, there's nothing else holding you back now. It's time to just move forward. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here, is that, like, you have you're really working hard, and as much as it doesn't feel great right now. Hopefully, maybe you picked another pile too, pile number 3. But like, it doesn't feel great right now, but like, when you look back, you're gonna be so freaking proud of yourself, and you're gonna like look back at the people that helped you through that, and it's just gonna feel so good. And your guides are here for you. I do really get a strong message of like, hey, we're here helping you and supporting you right now. Like, don't worry about like what's happening. Like, I know it's stressful, but it's gonna be okay. Yeah, we have responsibility, dedication, and then vitality and joy. I just feel like as long as you keep moving towards what you are moving towards right now, or what you're about to be, if this has kind of just happened to you and you're needing a little time to lick your wounds, pile number 3, like, I feel like you being pushed to this point, I don't know what happened. I'm not saying that like, whatever happened was a good thing. I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sorry it happened to you. But the energy that's coming from it, you're turning like lemons to lemonade, basically. You're doing the best that you can with the situation you've been given, and it's going to work out so beautifully for you. And you having this like ambition, this determination to move forward, this strength in you, is going to really bring apart like a lot of beautiful abundant energy in your life, and it's gonna be worth it. Not necessarily the bad thing, but like, you doing the hard work right now, that's gonna be worth it in the long run, and your guides want you to know it's gonna be worth it. So I keep hitting my phone with the tarot cards. Yes, listen to spirit. Your guides are there for you. This could be like my more like spiritual teacher witchy pile. It just feels so much like, pile number 3, like you've learned so much, and whether it is that you speak to your guides kind of like how we're doing right now, or you just trust that they're there helping you, or you just trust yourself, maybe you listen to your higher self a lot or something like that, like, they are there for you. Whatever energy source you believe in, it's there for you, and it's helping power through the situation. You are not alone here, and you are learning so quickly from this, and you're moving forward so well. Yeah, navigate life with determination, the red salmon. Yeah, it's an uphill battle right now, but it's gonna be so worth it once you get there, pile number 3. It's gonna be so worth it, and it's really good. Like, it's so good. In fact, we have the honeybee, which is like my favorite card in this deck. Navigate by the sun. We have the sun twice, okay? So I really feel like we're in Leo season as I'm filming this. I really feel like either like Leo season or a Leo or Leo energy is like important in this situation. I also feel like, you know, having that strength and that confidence. I actually think the Leo card is strength in the tarot deck, I think. So, you know, that could be a message. That is definitely a message, actually. Like, just having the strength and the willpower to, like, power through this really frustrating, kind of maybe stressful time. I think it's more so just, like, a lot of mini hurdles. Like, I feel like you're even really, like, okay with dealing with all this. It's just a lot. It's just having to continue to push when you're like, I just want to take a nap, you know, like, Jacqueline, just let me sleep. Why couldn't you tell me that my blessing was that I'm gonna get a spa day or something, you know? And I feel like, girl, it's coming. Pile number 3, it is coming. You are going to have that moment of like, well, you have that moment of aha, and then you move forward with that determination. It's kind of like, okay, so we're going on a little tangent here, I'm sorry, but yesterday I was kind of thinking about, oh my gosh, like, I don't know really what to do with my TikTok. Like, I don't know what I want to do, and I'm kind of in this like weird space in my life currently where I'm like, not much feels right to me. Like, this feels right to me, and then like a couple other things feel right to me, and that's about it. And so I was like complaining about it to my guides, and I was like, what do I do? Like, nothing's working, and I'm just frustrated, and I don't know what to do, and yada yada. And they were like, why don't you like do some OM readings? And you guys might not know, OM is like a type of divination. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, not many people know about it, so I don't think about it too often, but I should do that. Like, that could be really cool. And so yesterday, I went from, like, so frustrated and so confused about what to do and so, like, out of alignment with myself and my purpose to doing, like, I don't know, 6 readings in a row, filming for months in advance. And like, it just came over me. I just had like this wind, and I had to keep moving, and I had to see my vision through. And those readings, I'll start posting them here too. Those readings are like so, like, such a good like placeholder for like the start of my path, and they're so like relevant to what I actually enjoy and care about and the growth that I want to do. And I'm really excited about it, pile number 3. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening for you too, is like, but on a bigger scale, is like, you're going through like a frustrated moment where you're like, what the heck am I doing? Like, you know, like, this whole thing blew up in my face, and now I know what I need to do, and I'm just gonna go do it. Like, screw it, screw what people say, screw what I thought before. Like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna change career paths. I'm gonna, you know, maybe start dating girls instead of men. I don't know, like, you're gonna start, or, you know, vice versa. I am gonna start dating the opposite, like, whatever. You're just going through like a big self-transformation right now, and instead of like running from it or being like really sad about it, you're just like, the sirens agree with me. You're just like we're gonna keep the sirens, it's fine, but you were just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go with it, and you're gonna start speeding around town like that ambulance, or it sounded like a fire truck maybe, you know, like, you're just gonna like speed through this, and you're just gonna, like, you know, a couple months down the line, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, whoa, look at all the progress I made, look at all of the growth, look at all the happiness that I have now, look at my life, I did that, you know, pile number 3. And that's just kind of the energy I'm really getting, is just like, you know, like, you moving forward, really not even thinking about it, because you knew what to do, and then you just kind of do it on autopilot a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's done, and you're just like, whoa. What happened? Did I make that? You know, maybe it's like you finally have like a moment for like a painting or a book that you've been wanting to write, and just all of a sudden it's done and it's published, or it's like, you know, you're selling prints now or something. Like, it feels so like creative and passionate and beautiful pile number 3. Whatever it is that you were thinking about doing, whatever it is that you've started doing maybe at this point, or like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where, to me, like, it is a blessing. It is a blessing. It doesn't feel like it right now, pile number 3, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, this was meant to happen. Yeah, you're finding what you genuinely love in life. You're finding, I'm using this as just a regular oracle deck, unless your stuff is about love, don't read it like that. But you're finding what you're genuinely, like, what you genuinely will love in life. You're falling in love with your life, yourself, the people around you, the passion projects you have. It's worth it. It's worth this, like, hard journey that you have been going towards, you know? Like, it's something that is just, it's worth the time. It's worth the energy. You have the passion. Yeah, you have the passion, the project that you're thinking about doing, and you gotta go do it. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust the process. The salmon, they don't, like, I mean, they understand why they have to, like, go upstream, right? But do they really? Like, it's one of those things where it kind of reminds me of, like, my favorite, like, metaphor, I think. Oh god, don't come at me if you're one of the people that are about to write a book. Don't make fun of me for that. But like, where it's talking about how butterflies, like caterpillars, they turn into goo when they get into their cocoon, and they just have to trust that just because they're disintegrating doesn't mean they're dying, and that something better is coming after they come out of the cocoon, right? And so it's one of those moments where it's like, it's a really scary thing to let go of everything and to trust that even though you're dissolving, you're going to come back as something, like, even more, arguably, even more beautiful, right? And that's kind of what's happening here, is like, you just have to trust the process, follow the passion, you know, find your true love, which is yourself and what you're wanting to do with your life, and just, like, going with it, even though it's going to be a little difficult, you know. It's your, like, your struggles are going to become your rewards. Those are going to become your gifts, those opportunities, those blessings. And it doesn't feel like it in the very beginning, and I understand that, but that clarity, that aha moment that you had, that's making you move forward in this energy, giving you that drive to go and do the thing, whatever it is that you want to do, like, that's going to be so worth it after you're done with that. After you're done with that stressful process, you know, again, a couple weeks, couple months, maybe even a couple years, like, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, this time in my life was such a huge blessing. And I know that sounds crazy, but, you know, make the effort. Oh, this is the bottom of the deck. Make the effort. But it's worth it. It's so worth it, pile number 3. But that is your message. I hope that it resonated. I hope that you guys are already kind of in that, like, speed mode, and so you already kind of knew this, and you're looking forward to all of the stuff that's going to come. What is it that you are doing? I would love to know in the comment section below. Like this video if it resonated, and subscribe to my channel if you vibed with my energy, like the reading. I make new videos every week. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you picked the yellow rose, enthusiasm and friendship, a single rose can be my garden, a single friend, my world. This is your pile. Okay. We have hibiscus, beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Okay. I really love the bright flowers. That feels, oh, we have even more bright flowers. Anemone, anticipation. I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. Oh my goodness, pile number 3. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, well, the energy here that I'm feeling right now is just like a big overhaul of your life, pile number 4. I feel like the energy is like everything. Everything is not like a blessing right now for you. I don't know if it's like, we'll pull some cards, so, like, don't worry if you're like, that's not quite true, girl. Like, yeah, I get it, I understand, but it feels very much of, like, security and abundance. Yeah, like, it just feels, pile number 4, like, you are experiencing life through, like, not, like, through open eyes, like, not new eyes, but, like, through, like, you know your life is good. You already know your life is good. What are you doing here? Like, what what blessings are coming your way? Girl, you already have a blessed life. Like, you're already having all of your blessings come out. What are you talking about? Yeah, you have, like, people that love you. You have experiences that are just, like, doing well. You have new opportunities coming your way with, like, I think finances. Because I feel like, honestly, pile number 4, it feels very much like you're just the queen of wands. You have love and passion and creativity and abilities, and you do, like, you have the friendships, and you have, like, you already see the world in a really beautiful light. And what is this pile number 4? What are you doing here? Yeah, you have, like, you're already working really hard towards your goals. And I think you have goals still, right? You still, like, you're still a human. Like, like, just because you're already, like, really, like, glowing up and doing the thing doesn't mean that, like, more good things can't happen, right? But I feel like the more good things that are happening are just, like, things you already know are gonna happen. Like, what are you doing here? Like, it feels very much to me like you already know that if you're, like, looking for a job, or you're trying to do something new, or starting, like, your own, like, not really starting your own business, but I feel like, you're kind of doing stuff, like, more creative stuff, and you're also doing, like, you could also, like, be on, like, on YouTube, or, like, a social media service or whatever. Like, it feels very much pile number 4 like you're my group that already kind of has their shit together, and you're just kind of experimenting and seeing what actually brings you joy in that. Like, you're having new hobbies that you keep trying, or a hobby that you've been, like, working on, and your career is a little bit, like, iffy. And I don't think that, like, in the money sense, like, I think that you're pretty well off, but, like, you have enough to survive, but you're kind of just, like, thinking, well, maybe I could do this as well. Like, it feels kind of like you're kind of my jack of all trades, pile number 4. I feel like there's a lot, and maybe that's just because there's so many of you in this pile, honestly, that, like, your blessings are just kind of, like, all merged, and they're all different somehow. I don't really know. It feels very much like, gratitude and fulfillment. Like, you already are very grateful and fulfilled. Like, your life is already doing really well. I do see that you guys are trying different things, and you're kind of trying to, or you're, like, running with an idea that's, like, running with an idea of yours that's, like, newer. So maybe you're asking more about that, but it feels very heavily of, like, you already know it's gonna work out. Like, you already know what's gonna happen, like, it feels like, your life already is kind of really blessed. And I don't know, the energy is really weird, because, like, it doesn't feel, with 2 of crystals, balance and adaptability, it doesn't really feel like you need to be doing, like, there's like, I don't know, pile number 4, it feels just kind of like 3 of acorns, foresight, and exploration. Yeah, you guys are just kind of here to have fun. Hi, how are you doing? Let me know how your day's going, pile number 4, because, like, this is just, you're just listening to this to listen to this. That's what's going on, is, like, you're just like, well, if there's anything else that's gonna happen, I'd like to know, right? But this pile is definitely, like, you guys are already so hella blessed, and you already know you're so hella blessed. What do you need me to tell you about? Like, what? You already know you're loved, and you're respected, and you have the finances that are, like, comfortable, and you're, like, doing your own thing, and you're working on whatever it is that's your hobby. Please comment down below what your hobby is. I'm very interested. Or, like, what it is that you just started doing, like, recently. Like, again, I feel like it's something like, it could be an instrument, or it could be, like, it could be some, like, artsy thing, or it could be, like, some kind of technological thing too. I feel like you guys are heavily, like, more the social media people, so I am curious about that as well. In the comment section, please, I would love to know. But yeah, you guys are, like, you already know, like, that you're, like, what blessings are coming your way. Girl, you already have blessings. What are you talking about? Like, you are in the middle right now of your blessing. Like, what do you mean? Like, and you're just like, I just want to know. Just tell me how great I am, girl. Like, digest your past, the monarch butterfly. Yeah, you already just, girl, be grateful for the ones you already had. Like, be grateful. Dang, pile number 4. That's so funny. Discover your purpose, earthworm. Yeah, it just, pile number 4, it kind of feels like, I don't want to say like ungrateful. I think you're just doing this for fun, which is wonderful. We love it for funsies. But like, you already have a lot of blessings. You already have a lot of like fun that just happened to you, and maybe it's slowing down now, and that's why you're like trying to do a new hobby to try to keep that ball rolling. But I actually think you're moving towards a different like energy in your life that's gonna be less blessings and more like work, more maybe internal work now, or something like that. And it feels kind of like, I don't know, like this is not the reading for you. Like this message is a little different than everybody else's, and I think it's because like you've already gotten your blessings, and you've already like, and that doesn't mean more aren't gonna come into your life ever, but like you just had the cycle of your blessings come, okay? Like, you know, we all have the cycle of life, right? And right now I'm talking about like receiving harvest, right? We're in the middle of the harvest festivals as I'm doing this, which is why I'm talking about blessings and all the good things coming people's way. But you have already sown your harvest. You have already taken what you've worked hard on, and now you're moving to a time where you are going to be internally focused on yourself. You're moving into your winter season, not your fall season. And whether it's winter or not for you, pile number 4 when you see this, but so you're actually moving into a time of like internal work, and of, you know, gratefulness, gratitude, and of, you know, getting ready to figure out what kind of what you're going to want to what kind of blessings you're going to want in the future. You know, what are you going to want to plant, what seeds are you going to plant, so that you can harvest the next time you get blessings. And that's more the energy I'm getting for you, is that like, you know, you've just had all of your blessings come in, and now it's time for you to start doing some internal work. Yeah, so it says, let go of control issues, past life relationship, and let your friends help you. Yeah, now is the time to just kind of be grateful for what you have, hang out with people that love you and cherish you, and kind of do some internal work. Like I was saying, you know, like it could be something as like simple as, you know, with the control issues thing, it could be like, you know, I want more blessings. I'm trying really hard to get more blessings coming my way right now, Jacqueline. And you know what? Keep doing that. It could really work for you. But the thing is that that's not the season you're in, energetically. And so you're going to have some time in between your new blessings coming in and these old ones that you just had happen to you, right? So you're going to have to kind of maybe you don't have to, you know, you don't have to listen to me. I'm just a person on the internet, but kind of look at yourself and be like, why is it that I like just want this like constant validation, is kind of how it feels. And I'm so sorry, I don't mean to call you out like this, oh my god, but like that's kind of the energy pile number 4. Like, you know, you came here for more blessings, but you have so many blessings, and your guides know you have so many blessings, and you're having more blessings come in. It's just not going to come in when you want them to come in, I guess, is the energy here. The energy is more of like, why is it that that's all you want? You know, why don't you want more out of your life? Is kind of the energy I'm getting, is like, why do you want to stay in like one part of your life? Like why are you like so focused on that? Why aren't you focused on the rest of your life, the other parts of it? You know, because being human isn't just about all the good things. It's about the bad. It's about the neutral. It's about, you know, the people in your life. Like, I feel like it's just one of those things where like there's some gratitude to be had, and, you know, maybe you are very grateful, but like it just feels like, you know, are you really? And why aren't you? Like, why aren't you like asking yourself bigger questions, you know? Is kind of how I'm feeling about it. And I think you do. I just think right now you don't really like, I don't know, the energy just feels very much of like, it doesn't feel genuine. I was talking to one of my clients the other day, and she was like, I do personal tarot readings, just, you know, in case you didn't know that. But I was talking to one of my clients the other day, and she was like, you know, I apologized to my guides because she said something that, like, she gave them a promise or something she didn't do. And she's like, and they didn't, like, they're still upset with me, and I don't know what to do about it. And I told her, I was like, were you actually sorry when you apologized to your guide, or were you lying to them? Like, were you lying to yourself and lying to them that you were sorry? You know, like, you have to like take a look at yourself and be like, are you genuinely upset that you did something wrong, or is it just that you're upset that you're now having to deal with the repercussions of it? And what I'm saying about this to you, pile number 4, is that are you really grateful for these things that you just got? Or are you like just wanting to move on to the next big thing, And some people, that's totally fine. And if that's you, that's totally fine too. Feel free to like this video or dislike this video if that resonates. But to me, it just kind of feels like you're kind of lying to yourself about what it is that, you want out of life. And maybe that's why, like, you don't feel like those blessings that you just got were what you wanted, or you need more. And why do you need more? Why do you need to keep filling that hole instead of like working on things and fixing it? Like, it feels like that, honestly. And again, this might not be the message for you. Maybe you're like, Jacqueline, I'm not like that at all. I don't know why you'd still be here, but if you are, like, hey, you're strong. Because like, I didn't expect this kind of message to come out today, pile number 4. But that's really like what I'm saying for you is like, you already have a lot of blessings your way. You already have a lot of love. You have a lot of people around you that love you and care about you and cherish you. You have a career or some kind of like financial stability. You have like some hobbies. You're doing a lot, right? And you have a lot of good stuff happening for you, and there's still room for you to grow. And right now you're kind of more in a space of like figuring that part out, not getting more. You don't need more, It's like overconsumption, but spiritually, and I don't understand it, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting here, and I don't know how to explain that, especially because this is like a bigger group, I feel like, of people than like a personal reading, right? Because this is just a collective energy, but it feels very much, pile 4, like, really, what blessings are coming your way? Your blessings are already here. You're just not grateful for them. And if you feel like you are, like, I really recommend that you kind of meditate on that and think on that. Like, why is it that you want more blessings right now? Why is it that you want more? Because like, I don't know, it's just an interesting energy to be in, pile number 4. And I'm sure I've been in this situation before as well. So this is not meant to be like a judgmental thing or anything. It's just meant to be like a, maybe kind of check yourself a little bit and see what's going on, because like, that doesn't mean that you're like, there's anything wrong or anything. It just means that, there's stuff to work on. And since you're in your winter season, like, that's really, a beautiful thing to do. Like, that's just gonna help you with your shadow work, right? But that is your message. Again, like or dislike this video if you didn't like that message. If it resonated, comment down below, like, what's going on. Would you like a shadow reading, like a shadow work? Pick a card, like, I could do some questions if you have any, like, that you actually want to kind of dive into, and we could do that. And it could just be like for pile number 4, kind of, and then whoever else needs that, because it's not just going to be you, right? We could do that if you'd like, so feel free to comment that. If you liked the vibes, if you liked kind of being called out, not really, but kind of, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do new videos every week. But yeah, that is your message. Good luck to you, pile number 4. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.